Hello, weary travelers, and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheela Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. As you can see, we've got a bit of construction going on right now, so today's kitchen special is a bit simpler than usual. We've got griddle fried bread with your choice of toppings from veggies to cheeses and various meats if that's your dig. It looks like Emily is currently available for a full service package. But if you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know and we will see what we can do. Let me just get rid of a few things. I'm going to take off my hat for a second and then I'm going to disappear. Boop. Boop. Yeah, as you can see, we have some serious stuff going on. We are going to be having a big change coming here to the Come and Go Tavern very soon, just in a couple of weeks, but I'll talk about that more at the end of the show. Today, we will be continuing Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. This remake of the first two Advance Wars games has been a lot of fun so far, which is great because the originals were how I actually got into grid-based tactics in the first place. They are a cartoonish take on modern war, and feature what I would describe as an almost puzzle-like feel. There's always more than one way to win, like any given map, any number of strategies you could come up with. But if you find just the right way to fit all the pieces together, from the COs that you choose to the units that you build and all of that sort of fun stuff, it all just kind of falls together, and it's really, really satisfying. I have been looking forward to playing more of this for you all, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. As always, I'll also be available for comments, questions, and concerns about the tavern, as well as regular old conversation. So don't be afraid to fill the chat with discussion. And let's go ahead and filter out some of the bar's background music. There we go. And bring up the stuff happening over on my Switch. Okay. That sounds like it should be good enough. So let's go ahead and head on over to the game. There we go. Okay. Yes. Let's go ahead and we are going to be continuing our campaign. Oh. Alright, so. Whoop. Sorry about the double sound there for a second. Had my actual screen playing the music as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and this should be our second fight against Kanbei. Can Kanbei bridge the gap before you can build your best defense? Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, again, I always want to pick Sammy because she's my absolute favorite. I love working with infantry units, but I'll be honest, here in this first game, in the Advance Wars campaign, her units and her superpower, or she doesn't have her superpower yet because that doesn't come in until the second game. And the infantry units, as far as the balance for Advance Wars 1's campaign goes, are a bit underwhelming. So I think I'm probably going to stick with Max because Kanbei especially is a very hard-hitting opponent, and so we want to deal with as much damage as we can. And again, I just love the audio mix on this. The fact that, like, the music kind of subtly pulled out, there were fewer instruments going on, very good stuff. And it's also been long enough that I have totally forgotten what kind of voice I gave Kanbei.
Wait a second.
Hey, Nell, what's up with this tiny battalion? It's like you're asking me to lose.
Sir.
We may be tiny, sir, but we're ready to fight.
Hello again, Apple Mummy. It likes turn-based games, but I'm bad at tactics, so I have to play on easy settings. You know what? That's absolutely fine. I honestly play on easy settings most of the time myself. Like, tactics games are one of the few areas where I can play on normal or even hard mode, but especially when you're dealing with older games like this, like, yes, this is a remake, but they held on to the original balance of the game pretty strongly. So even in this kind of a case, I might sometimes have to dip the difficulty, as it were. You know, there's nothing wrong with being bad at games, especially if you're just there to enjoy the story, you know? Anyway.
We may be tiny, sir, but we're ready to fight.
I'm sorry, Max. There was a clerical error, and preparations weren't completed, but there are bases on the field for deployment.
Well, then I've got permission to request my own units, right?
That's correct. You can deploy any unit that you deem necessary as long as you have the resources. Do you remember the procedure?
Hey, don't treat me like a fool. Of course I remember.
Oh, Max, you're so fun to tease. Good luck out there. I'm counting on you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we're actually starting off with not a bad amount of resources. Max, unfortunately, does have a more limited range on his ranged units. So we are going to need to pop this guy fairly quickly. And then... Alright, I don't want to put you in range of anybody, but I do need to get our rockets up to snuff. Okay, well I can at least whack this. I mean, it was kind of the map to start me with some rockets, but because of my CO choice, they're actually being less effective than I think the map was intended to be. I wish I could have started out with more tanks, honestly. But that's just kind of Max in general. You always want to start with more tanks if you're Max. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's just make a recon unit. Or not a recon unit, an infantry unit. Another infantry unit. I was looking at recons. I said that, so I apologize. And a tank. I mean, they've got a lot of medium tanks on their side, so this is going to be an uphill battle. But if we can kind of clog those bridges with units, we should actually be okay. I am kind of a notorious person for doing what's referred to as a turtle strategy, where I will just sort of do a long run sort of combat sort of situation, where I want to block up areas with kind of fodder units as protection to prevent them from getting into me, and then just sort of slowly but surely grind across the map. I'm a fan of grinding. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Okay. So, let's go ahead and we'll finish off this ranged unit. Yep, okay, okay. So that's going to be less of an issue for us in the future. Let's use our mech unit to go ahead and take out this tank. I am unfortunately probably going to have to leave that mech unit as fodder. Okay, let's... Okay, you're the bigger danger as the medium tank. Right, bit of a risk, but you know what? Let's at least do a little bit more damage to his medium tank. Yep, okay, okay, I'll accept that. This is what always kind of hurts when I start playing these sorts of games, because I would absolutely not use an infantry unit like I just used here in reality, you know? Like, this would be just an absolute travesty. But this is not reality, you know? This is just a video game, so we have to do what we have to do. Oh my goodness, how does he already have his superpower?
Nothing can stop me. Morale boost.
So Kanbei's super allows all of his units to get more powerful, unlike mine, which only makes my direct combat units more powerful. The trade-off is that his units are actually more expensive to build, but this is still going to be rough. Okay, so there's a very good chance that I'm actually going to lose this map at least once. So I feel like I miscalculated when I used Max. I may have to switch out to Andy to get this map done, which is a weird thing to think about when you actually kind of know how things are balanced in this first game. Like, Max is very much the strongest CO competitively in Advance Wars 1's campaign balance. But I do think that loss of range really hurt me on this map. Especially since I've just lost that rocket unit. Because I am fairly certain there's not a way I can recover from this.
Roll, tanks, roll.
Like, we're gonna try. I'm not just gonna abandon the map. But I'm fairly certain there's not a way I can recover. So I've lost my single medium tank. It's the fact that both of us have our powers up right now is just really annoying. And my indirected combat units don't gain anything from this. Nope, you know what? I'm not going to waste everybody's time. I am going to officially yield. Keep enemy from crossing the bridge to your side. Try building a defensive wall as your main strategy. Attack distance weapons behind those. Okay.
Better luck next time.
Yep, nope, that happens. We're going to retry. Oh, and it's not going to...
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what? Let's stick with Max for this run. Because I didn't realize that, you know, just hitting retry wouldn't give me that choice to change COs. But let's see if we can use our time a little more effectively this time. Let's see, what is our income like? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Nope. There we go. Okay, so we've got 10,000 incoming funds. So we need to end the turn with at least 6,000. Okay, let's just build a whole bunch of infantry units and call it a day. Not happy with that hit at all. Oh my goodness. I haven't played in a couple of weeks because I've been busy doing other stuff. We've got a show coming up, and I haven't had time, and I feel like I've gotten rusty. Like, I should have seen Kanbei's ability to destroy that tank coming, because now there's no way I can respond with the rocket unit in a reasonable way. Like, that at least holds back that side of the world. Let me check something real quick. Okay. So, we're gonna do a take 3. We're gonna do a take 3. I apologize for everybody. Yep, I know, Nell. I'm sorry, that's on me.
Better luck next time.
I actually am going to stick with Max intentionally this time. But that was a disastrous day 1.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yep, I know. So, I already know we're going to lose this tank. That's fine. It deals a hefty amount of damage right here. Instead, we're going to move you down there. Okay, let's poke at this guy. And you know what? I'm actually not going to move either of these units this time. I want them to be bottlenecked right here. Oh, actually... Yes, I do need to... I feel like I have to move at least one of them. I'm going to move you forward, just so you're not getting hit by their rockets. So let's drop you there. And you there. And I'm going to save a little bit of extra money this time, because I know that I'm going to have repairs happening. Yep, that hurts, but we expected it this time. Alright, this feels a little bit better. We're not getting hit as hard this time. Okay. I'm a little disappointed that that ate more money than I expected, but it's fine. Don't have enough for a medium tank. Do we have enough for rockets? No, we do not. Okay. Okay, well, let's just pick at this. This is fine. I'm a little disappointed that we don't have enough for a medium tank, but We'll deal with it. This is going to be tough, but it'll be fine. Hadn't thought about that. Alright, well. That just kind of goes to show that even the best COs don't always win. This really is a situation where we need to swap out for Andy. Because basically, by getting rid of that range limitation on the rockets, I can pull them back and out of the range of the enemy rockets. Or at least kind of help mitigate the situation, you know? We can force them onto the bridge instead of facing them on their territory. Yep, because that bridge is now totally open. Yeah, this absolutely hurts. Well, it's good that we have the right amount of money. Yep, we're just gonna yield again.
Better luck next time.
The fact that he has so many medium tanks right off the bat is really painful. Yep, okay, let's do the thing. We'll go with
Got this.
Andy, who's a little bit more of a balanced situation, doesn't have a whole bunch of extra power, but doesn't lose range on his ranged units and can provide repairs when his ability is charged up. So, less specialized, more generalist, and that's fine. Hey, wait, is this it? Our forces seem a little dinky. I figure since he's got different narration, I'll do it. Apologies, Andy. Someone made a paperwork error at Central Command, and we were unable to secure additional units in time.
That's my fault, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Well, I hope not. At least there are bases for deployment. Do you think you can get by just by requesting the units you need, Andy? Sure, I could manage.
Good luck.
Way to roll with the punches. Good luck, Andy. I'm counting on you. Okay, so we start out here. This way we can actually attack their rocket units before they get to attack ours, which is going to save a lot of HP later on down the line. There we go. That's feeling a lot better. And now I don't feel the need to move my tank, so it can just kind of stay right there and be fully able to deal with it. Let's go ahead. Oh, actually, hang on. What's my range there? Yeah, that range is more than enough. So let's go ahead and bop their ranged unit from here so that we can continuously resupply. And that'll give this tank a little bit more survivability. We're going to do less damage to their tank this time around because we're not using Max. We don't have his huge power boost to tanks. But that's fine. Okay. So we should take overall significantly less damage this time around. But I am still going to save up a bit of cash. We're just making fodder pieces so that we can clog this area up. And that clogging strategy should make a lot more sense now. That still hurts. And then we're going to lose our tank here, but critically they don't get to advance any. Okay, so this is going to allow them onto that bridge, but not across it, and that's kind of the important part. So hopefully we have enough to build a new medium tank next turn. Because if we don't, that's going to be a bit of a problem. And by a bit of a problem, I mean a huge problem. But we didn't have to do as many repairs this time around, so there we go. And thankfully the resupplies don't take actual huge amounts of cash. It's just repairs that cost mega money. Okay. Okay, how much damage can you do? Okay, you can only do that much. But let's go ahead and get rid of the ranged units. Yep, this is fine. So let's go ahead and make another medium tank here. I'm gonna make a couple of infantry units this time. Alright, moment of truth. They're probably still gonna get across that bridge to the north. Or, well, to the east, really. Well, maybe, maybe not. Ouch. Rude but fair. I'm shocked that they didn't die, but sure, I'm not going to question it. Okay, you did get that kill, which is more than a little annoying, but it is what it is. Ooh, yeah, I deeply want to get the remake of Mega Man Battle Network that also came out around this time. Although that one's more of a port of all 6 games than a remake. But, either way, it looks hella fun. I can only hope that maybe they'll port Boktai as well, because that was an awful lot of fun too. But yeah, no, this remake looks fantastic. It plays fantastic. I really enjoy the music portion of it. Like, and that's a common refrain for me, I know, but I just the music is so good in this remake. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Can we? Okay, we can. So let's just go ahead and fully take this medium tank out with our new medium tank. And then let's poke at their other medium tank that's sitting over here. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and make a regular tank, and then a couple more infantry units. Just really trying to clog things up here. And we'll end the turn there. Ooh, okay. That's not good. That's really not good.
Nothing can stop me.
I mean, I knew it was going to happen at some point, but he is going to get over that southern bridge, guaranteed this time around. Well, maybe not. We'll see. If the AI is silly about it, he might not. Okay. Here's hoping that prevents ranged units from getting at this medium tank. That is an inconvenient amount of damage, but it's not insurmountable. But yeah, the new models that they made for this game, they really give a lot of personality to each of the fighting forces. And while we did have some custom models and sprites in the original versions of the game, I think they went above and beyond for this one. Just honestly. Okay, so let's do the thing, shall we? Let's go ahead and boost our power as well, because that'll give us some much needed repairs. But yeah, the addition of online games for both this and the Mega Man Battle Network series, because of their remakes and re-releases, absolutely choice. Fabulous. Wonderful. I love it. Okay, so who do we want to hit first? Let's hit their better armored medium tank down here first. Sometimes when remakes or re-releases change the visuals, I don't like it, but this seems in the same spirit as the original art. Exactly, and they did a lot of work to make that happen. Okay, I can move you back there. Nope, I'm not gonna fire. But yeah, they paid a lot of attention to the original art style, and like the only complaint that I have about this is kind of how the people look, and that's just their overworld sprites. Like their actual combat sprites are gorgeous, but I don't know, their overworld sprites just don't quite hit correct for me. But I understand that is very much a personal problem, as it were. Let's see, everybody's out of range. Okay, so I'm gonna keep whacking their medium tank here. On the other side of this, the visuals for the Mega Man Battle Network re-release, they literally just use the original sprites. Like, it's just the original sprite work. There might have been a little bit of upscaling involved there, but for the most part, they just kind of left it crunchy, which is exactly what I wanted out of that game. Yeah, I probably won't be streaming that one because it's not really in the theme of the channel, but it is something that I'm looking forward to playing myself. You know, I might at some point go over onto the Neon Caster's stream, because their entire dig is like card games and stuff like that, and it was actually them who pointed out to me that Mega Man Battle Network is technically a card game. Let me give a shout out to Caster. So, let's put in arts. I think, is there... Oh, goodness gracious, give me a second. I need to go double check their username. Because I don't want to shout out the wrong person, you know? What did they change their URL to? Oh, no, it just is the Neon Caster now. Excellent. So let me go ahead and do that. Boop! There we go. Speaking of which, Caster is actually going to be lending their voice to a special event that I'm going to be doing on the 24th. Here coming up pretty soon. But I'll talk more about that when we get to the end of the stream. How about that? Okay, so at this point, I am making 11,000 a day. We have been pretty strongly defeating their stuff, so I'm just going to continue spamming my my infantry units. Making a tank a day, spam the infantry units, all that fun stuff. I am going to lose this tank this round. That's fine. But yeah, definitely go check out the Neon Caster. They are an AI who kind of has a PS1/Dreamcast aesthetic. Leans more towards the Dreamcast than the PS1, but think that era of 3D models and you're in the right zone. And they specialize in card games and stuff that is related to it. We have an ongoing collab that we are able to do every once in a while for the game Floppy Nights, which is a combination of card game and grid-based tactics. That is absolutely fun to play. Let's go ahead and pop this one. We haven't done that in a while. We should get back together and do that again. But either way, like I said, oh, that's a big message. Hang on, let me scroll up a little bit. I'm a little worried for the front mission remakes. The first remake was a bit bland visually, but that doesn't surprise me given the original wasn't that exciting either. However, Front Mission 2 had a lot more dynamic action camera despite limitations. I'm worried all of that will be thrown out for the basic combat camera. Yeah, I could see that. I have deeply enjoyed the Front Mission 1 remake, but it does definitely suffer from exactly the things that you're talking about. I think its more realistic, gritty style kind of works against it in modern graphics. Like, in pixel-based stuff, you can get away with using those kinds of drab colors and still have nice, crisp, sharp lines that make things look good. But when you start doing stuff with 3D models, it becomes a bit more sludgy, if that makes sense. It's kind of something that people started to really notice around the time that Gears of War became popular, where everything just kind of turns into a big mush because all of the colors are too similar on screen. And that's not to say that, you know, those are bad decisions. I mean, or there are, of course, some people who would argue that those are bad decisions to use those kind of colors. But, you know, I just do think it is an artistic choice that doesn't always work out very well. For exactly the reason that you mentioned. But that said, I've enjoyed the gameplay for Front Mission 1 really, really much. Gods, I cannot speak using full sentences today, apparently. Really much? Really much? Seriously? Okay, that's going to be the end of today's mission. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately I have been working an awful lot lately, and so my brain is kind of mush right now. Like, most of the last week has been 16 plus hour days for me, because we are really, really pushing hard to get ready for our next show that's coming up here pretty soon. And yeah, it's been a lot, but I'm looking forward to taking some time off. I'm getting to do that a little bit right now, but in a couple of weeks I'm going to actually get some real true time off. I would normally be streaming on the 17th, and actually be using that as kind of a birthday stream, because my birthday is that week. But guess when this gig is at. So I can't do that. But either way, it'll be fine. We are going to instead stream on the 24th to celebrate my birthday. And at that point, I will be basically out from the shows that we're doing right now, and we will be able to actually, like, do some fun stuff. And I'm going to hang out with a bunch of other people and celebrate, and probably actually do a proper debut, because I realized earlier this month that I never actually did one of those. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Oh, okay, it's our turn. They are across that bridge, which I'm not a fan of. But we're going to go ahead and do some repairs. I really need to look up who the voice actor for Andy is, because it sounds like the same person who did the voice for Ash Ketchum. No worries, that was a huge message, to be fair. Like Front Mission, the SNES translation of the first one is the only one I've beaten. You know, okay, I actually didn't get to play it on the SNES. My first experience with Front Mission was actually on the DS. I shouldn't say exactly my first experience. I tried out the one for the Xbox 360 first, and it was okay, but it wasn't, like, it was a good mech game, but it wasn't exactly a Front Mission game, you know what I mean? It wasn't a grid-based tactics anything, so I feel like it suffered from using the name of something that it wasn't, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh goodness, what's another good example of this? Every once in a while, there will be a game that has been in development that is actually just on its own a good game, and then they throw another series' name on it for the brand recognition. And I don't think it works. It hurts the game that everybody is expecting to kind of follow suit with it, because like the front mission for the 360 was actually a pretty good mech game. It was kind of in the lines of the Armored Core series, very real time, all of that sort of stuff. If you think of like Demon X Machina, or a Daemon X Machina, if you want to be squiffy about it, similar to that sort of a situation, but with less flight, you'd be in the right place. And that's not a bad design choice. But it wasn't a front mission game, and so people didn't like it because it was named something that it wasn't. It just isn't a front mission game, you know what I mean? Okay, that rocket unit is going to take a heck of a lot of damage next turn. There's a very good chance that it's actually going to get destroyed. But we're not in a bad place right now. I'm going to be sad if I lose that rocket unit, but it is what it is. If they do something silly... okay, almost certainly going to get destroyed. Because I have... Yep, okay, we're going to get targeted by ranged units. Wait, what? Oh, that's the tank that's sitting right beside... Yep, it's going to get blown up. Okay. Alright, there's no way we could have prevented that at this point. But, the good news is that he has just popped his power, which means that after my next turn, he's going to actually be in a fairly weak position. I'm not happy that he's about to move all of those ranged units up, but the fact that we are moving infantry units over to that area is actually kind of beneficial, because infantry units are really good at taking out ranged stuff. So we can't let him advance any further than he already is, but this actually isn't an awful situation. Okay. So let's take a crack at you. Okay, I can't hit anybody over there. But I can punish this tank for getting a little too close. Oh goodness gracious, we're already an hour into this stream and I haven't even back to the first map. That is something. Okay, let's take a pot shot here. We're going to continue grinding this guy down. That's fine. I don't have a good place to put this infantry unit. Let's just advance you there. Bring you back to there. Okay, this will take him down. It's going to be more important for us to just start chipping away at those ranged units. Oh, and my watch just told me that I'm supposed to stand up and move around for a little bit. So I am probably gonna do that in just a moment. Because I can't be expected to take care of myself, apparently. So let's go ahead and build another tank right there. Just continue flooding with infantry. Okay, so let's see what we can see. How does he already have his ability already? What the? You just had this last turn! This is unfair. Like, this is ridiculous, in fact. Like, I'm not wild, right? Like, he did just have this last turn, right? Like, it would... Well, okay, 2 turns ago, technically. But this is, like, how... What? This just feels mean. I mean, I guess he doesn't really have much that can advance hard right now, but... Yeah, exactly. Like, that's... okay. This just feels bad. This is one of those maps that, like, can be a reason that people drop games like this. I do think that, like, obviously switching over to Andy was the correct decision here, but I'm not sure where I could have... what I could have changed to prevent this. Maybe sending more of the infantry over to the east side of the map earlier in the match would have fixed this situation, but I'm not 100% convinced, you know? Okay, let's go ahead and bring you down there. Oh, since you played the original SNES translation of the first front mission, I'm guessing that this remake was probably the first time you had an opportunity to actually play through... Yeah, I guess I might have to do that. To play through the second campaign. That was like Front Mission 1.5 originally, that they only ever translated for the first time for the DS. How have you enjoyed that version of the campaign? Or have you not gotten to play that yet? Let's do this. Okay, that pushes that back. And then we can take a crack here. Nice, nice. We actually got a little bit more than 10% damage there. So let's go to there. I can see that you've only beaten the original, but I don't know. Maybe you've played it. Okay, let's limit their opportunities. So that guy's not going anywhere. Ooh, we could make a medium tank this turn. Let's go ahead and do that. And a couple of infantry, and end the turn. Yes. Yes, they used the rebalancing that was done for the DS version, I believe. Oh, okay, hang on, I actually got a couple of messages in there. Only heard about first in the DS version secondhand, so you've only played the original story. Oh, that's fair, that's fair. First is also coming to, I think it's PlayStations 4 and 5, plus the PC and maybe Xbox? I don't remember if they're coming to Xbox or not. But the point is, it's coming to more systems by the end of this month, I think. So if you don't own a Switch, you should be able to still play it that way. Other than the visual update, first added more pilot skills. They existed in the SNES, but very rare. So, there was actually a glitch in the SNES version that prevented a couple of skills from being accessible, as well as some stuff that was still kind of in development that they didn't actually finish for the game. And that's probably what you've heard about. So, yeah, there is in fact actually more skills in the updated version of the game. Let's see what we can do here. Because that's going to do 12 damage. That should be it. That should be good. We'll see. We'll see. Like for instance, the piece of equipment that sticks out in my mind is something like the Dragon Claw or some nonsense like that. It's a melee combat weapon, if that wasn't painfully obvious. But yeah, it is actually a really cool thing that like was originally completely inaccessible. It was in the game's code, but there was no way to get it. And I think now you can actually get that. And yeah, it's just wild to think that, you know, at the time, if your game shipped and you didn't find an error in the code like that before it shipped, there was just nothing you could do about it. That bit of content is just gone forever. Okay, let's continue blocking this guy in. Nope, I don't want to fire. We're going to build another tank. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, so because he doesn't have any factories, he can't really do very much about it. He basically only has the units that he's got. I'll take that as, I guess, a trade-off. Okay, we'll move you to there, move you to there. We'll be able to take this guy down. Okay, alright. So they are no longer on our land, which is fabulous. Ooh, still in range. Oh well. Why not? Let's make a tank, and then we'll save the rest of our cash for next turn. Ooh, Spouse is saying that they're gonna actually go out and get some food for me today. Okay, let's see. Okay, ooh, that, I don't like that. Yep, that hurt. That hurt quite a bit. Okay, so let's just go ahead and pile infantry in on this. And then 2 and up would be the best way to do that. Okay. And we'll go ahead and make another medium tank. Just in case. You know what? I'm going to check to see whether or not GatoTube is capturing the correct microphone, because it is... Whoop. Actually, hang on. Let me... Here, I'm going to disappear for a second. Microphone device. Yep, nope, it's capturing the right thing. I'm just being quiet. Okay. Sure. Let's bring the sensitivity down a little bit. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. There. Okay. That should look a little bit better. Alright, let's see what we can do. Okay, they took out the last bit of that of the health on that original medium tank in that one. Alright, so we should now just be able to use a regular tank to pop this. Well, maybe, maybe not. You know what? Let's be safe. Let's throw our medium tank at it. There we go. And throw another of our tanks at this rocket unit. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. I'm just gonna make a single tank. I want to make another medium tank next turn to deal with the one that's coming up to the south. Yep, there it comes. This guy up, and we will just end the turn there and allow him to come to us. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop our power.
I'm all ripped up. Hyper repair.
And let's go ahead and just absolutely demolish this medium tank. Henry looks a little bit scary when he's mad. There we go. And that should be that.
I'm sorry, Commander.
Should I just go ahead and use the standard minion voice? I think I'm going to.
It appears that our forces have been conquered.
Another loss? This is beyond comprehension.
Regardless of the odds, Kanbei should never lose this many units. Our glorious founders must be shaking their heads.
I will not be defeated so easily.
We may have lost this battle, but the war is far from over. Kanbei's army will emerge victorious in the end. For now, withdraw.
That was a B at best. Genuinely, I feel like that was a B at best. Okay, yeah, I'll accept that. I'll accept that. That's fine. I can't remember if it...
Well, hey there! There's some new music in stock today. Just come on down to Hotch's shop whenever you're ready to do business.
I don't remember if there is an S rank unlock for this campaign. I know there's a couple of unlocks you get for finishing the campaign as far as COs go. Well, they're pretty good, aren't they? You can blame their number of bases or other factors, Father, but this truth is they're just outlasting you.
Sonia.
Father, please, stop that whining.
You're the Gold Comet Commander, for goodness sake.
Yes, of course, you are right. I am. So, what should I do now?
Well, first of all, we obviously need to match or exceed their number of bases.
Of course, Kanbei must have many bases too.
Well, yes, but please also keep in mind...
So it is decided. Kanbei shall secure many bases near the enemy, and with them our victory is assured.
Father, wait! Oh, gone again. Doesn't he realize that proper location of bases is just as important as their numbers? The Advance Wars mission that beat me was versus Eagle. I don't think I met the Yellow Army. Oh, you're probably talking about... It's either... Maybe it's this one? I know that I've played the one that you're talking about. Okay, that's field training. Oh, maybe it was Air Ace? Because I know that this is the first time you meet Eagle. Max, Sniper, Blizzard Battle, History Lesson. It might either be History Lesson or Sammy's debut. I know, like, the one... It might be Sammy's debut, because, like, that one kicks my butt too every time. Having to creep across the map is just... Oh, it's painstaking, especially with Fog of War engaged. Alright, you know what? Let's just stick with Andy for now.
Oh, yeah.
Just because Kanbei is really, really, really annoying. Several islands connected by bridges. Oh, okay, so that was actually the first one. That one is actually easy once you know what you're supposed to be doing, what the map is expecting of you. The big important thing there is actually not to try to fight him back, but to create a stalemate that draws all of the enemy forces into one place, and then essentially use a transport helicopter to just fly over and take his base while he's not paying attention. That Kanbei guy's got us surrounded.
On top of that, we need to secure properties to win. This is going to be a rough one for sure.
Stay positive, boys. At least we have an airport this time. Awesome! What's an airport again?
I'm happy that they included that joke. But also, we've just now reintroduced this meme for a whole new generation.
You're kidding, right?
Airports let us deploy air units. Plus, damaged planes and copters can go there to recover HP.
Oh, right, obviously. I get it now. But isn't that Kanbei's base right there? Don't worry about that base. Take a closer look at where it's located. That base deploys ground units, right? Well, it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty useless there, wouldn't you say? Let's ignore that base and capture others, and cities with better positions. We need to capture 15 properties to win. Oh, so this is actually... This would actually be better as a Sammy map than an Andy map. But it's fine. We'll get it done with Andy as well. So I'm going to focus on capturing the stuff that's on my area first. Because I don't think they're going to get to that airport very quickly. And I would hate to use my transport chopper too early. Oh, actually, come to think of it, let's... Where was the button for... Okay, there we go. We can carry foot infantry sold. Okay, I cannot remember if they can carry 1 or 2. That's the problem here. But either way, let's just go ahead and do that. How about that? Okay, you're a bomber. You're fine. You're fine where you're at. So that should be good for the first turn.
Look what Kanbei has discovered. A base for our many troops. With this base, I shall deploy a mountain of troops. Our forces will overwhelm our adversaries.
Aw, little propeller planes. I do feel like they softened the glass on the domes of the Orange Star fighters a little bit too much. Like they need to model in a hard edge somehow, you know? Yeah, let's go ahead and take first crack at his unit. Looking it up, I think you're right about it being Air Ace. Wow, that was early. Sun Tzu, I am not. Fair enough, fair enough. Honestly, Sun Tzu's not actually that great of a tactician either. Like, he's got good basic ideas, but it's all very surface level stuff. Most of his value is actually in the fact that he talks about diplomacy as well. Oh, and I just realized I didn't make anything last turn. That's fine. You know what? Fine. Let's just go ahead and start ferrying troops. Yeah, Sun Tzu is great for surface level stuff, and pointing out things that are fairly obvious to modern thinkers, like, you know, put the sun at your back. Don't walk towards the sun if you are trying to surprise your enemy, because if you have the sun at your back, you can essentially create a shadowed outline of yourself. But at the same time, don't overuse that tactic, because, you know, while it might no longer be blinding you, you are now, you know, a shadowed outline, especially if you're up on a ridge. So you have to be careful about that sort of positioning. But that's kind of what I mean when I say that, like, it's very surface level stuff. Just know what people buying the Art of War and trying to misapply it to business management. Oh yeah, no, that's another big part of it. the things that he talks about with regards to negotiating with others are really important, but also, that's international diplomacy versus, warfare. Eh, when you're negotiating at a national level, those are different things than negotiating business, especially in a corporate world. We like to talk about corporate warfare, but it's a very different beast, you know? Okay. You know what? There's no reason not to go ahead and pop my power just to get some healing going on here. But yeah, absolutely not good for business management. I could see some value in there for negotiating between different businesses, but not management. That's just silly. Yep, nothing to fire at. Okay, let's go ahead and make another transport copter. Okay, it is just one. Okay. That's totally fine. Yeah, we'll pump out another couple of infantry units just in case. The other side of that is just the fact that, like, a lot of people who think they need to apply the concept of warfare to business is kind of missing the point. Like, they want to have that strong corporate mindset of, oh, we're going to crush the competition. But the most effective way to do that is just by, treating your customers well. Being personable, being a good force in the world. Being the kind of people who people want to do business with. If all you do is cut other people's throats, that's not going to make you very approachable as either a person or as business. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of, I don't know. I don't want to say like, oh, people are too mean in business, but kind of. That's kind of true. Okay, let's go ahead and take this down. Alright, I'm gonna bring you down here for some repairs this turn. Just because I don't want you to get instantly shot down. How many properties was it we were fighting to? Sure hope it was more than 15, because... yeah, we are losing that race if that's the case. One time you were DMing a game of Lancer, love it. And while using an NPC in combat, the player said to me, "Why did that unit make that move?" Before then, I'd always sort of known I wasn't tactically minded, but a player has never called me out as a DM for that. You know, that's fair. I guess the easy answer in that sort of a situation is to just say that, hey, this character is not particularly skilled at tactics either. Which works when you're not working with, like, elite units that are supposed to be the best, yada, yada, yada. So, you know, hopefully it wasn't one of those sorts of situations, but, you know. I don't know. Sometimes you can get away with it, sometimes you can't. Move you up there. Move you back there. Hate to make a rocket unit just to help deal with what's going on over there, but I kinda have to. Yeah, I don't think I need another infantry unit right now. I'm gonna double check how many we're playing to, because if it's 15, I'm in trouble. Yep, it's 15 properties first. Okay. That's a problem. I'm going to lose this map. Because they're going to get 15 properties next turn. Yeah, you're going to be at property 15 next turn. I think I just got a turn behind because I forgot to build something the first turn. And so, like, I started deploying units a turn later than I should have. Yep. Okay, let's just go ahead and skip. Okay, let's try that again. Ooh, I hadn't actually looked at the bomber before. That's an interesting design. Wait a minute. I need to reset this turn. Because I should have started capturing that second city instead of loading the guy up. Okay, that's fine. Hadn't gotten that far. Okay, can I speed you along? Yes, I can. Okay, good, good, good. It could probably be helped by prepping NPCs ahead of time so as to have something to fall back onto once you're caught up with running the game. Yeah, whenever I'm GMing, I tend to prep a couple of extra NPCs, either by randomly generating names. Lancer, you can use, I believe, CompCon has a random NPC generator, doesn't it? To kind of help with that a little bit. Basically, just like hitting the randomize and print button a few times in a row, just to make sure that you have something in your back pocket. You know what I mean? I don't like that. But yeah, keeping a trove of random NPCs that you can just introduce whenever somebody needs to talk to somebody is one of the best GM tips that I ever got, and I wish I had gotten it sooner, so I hope that helps you out. You know? Okay, that was uncalled for, Kanbei. Get out of here. Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and start picking at this little thing right here. Okay, so are you going to take out that empty transport chopper, or are you going to try and go after the jet that is right beside you with that jet?
Morale boost.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It was supposed to be a game about a ship of cosmopolitans taking jobs across the long rim. As people realized the consequences of time debt, I think it ruined it for some people. Yeah, and that can always happen. In situations like that, it's best to kind of check in with your players, and while some people love hard sci-fi concepts like time debt, if it's just not something that your players are vibing with, like, you can drop it. That's always 100% within your control as the GM. I think I need to reset this turn. Oh. Oh, no, I don't, because that person was already loaded up. But you weren't. So, yeah, let's go ahead and reset the turn. Give me just a second, and I will catch up on what you just said. There we go. That feels a lot better. I liked the idea of being pirates across space, and they thought they wanted it too, but it turns out people had a lot of unspoken assumptions. Yeah, yeah, and that's just kind of how you have to react to those sorts of situations. You have to kind of change things up as you go, as it were. I run it again. I think it will all be in one place. I had a campaign that started out on a space station that was at a kind of a shipping nexus for a large portion of the galaxy, which gave them access to a large number of waygates, or I forget what they're called in that system. It's been a hot minute. But you know, it gave them access to the shipping lanes, but it also gave them access to like space-based battles. And at one point, we did shift to only doing a long-term thing, actually based on a planet as well, which allowed us to kind of do some more interesting single-location stuff for a while, and play with things like resource scarcity, as well as you know, capturing printers and things like that to make sure that like they were actually able to support themselves. It was a whole fun thing. But that only happened because I talked to my players and made sure that was something they were interested in doing, and sort of shaped my expectations of the campaign around what they wanted to do. And that's a hard thing to manage. I am not gonna lie about that. Let's do this. Let's make another battle copter. There we go. But yeah, because managing player expectations as well as your own are both important. You know, it's too many GMs. Like, we always hear about the GMs that, you know, railroad their players because they have a story that they want to tell. And that is, of course, a bad idea. But we also need to remember that sometimes the players don't actually know what they want, and what they think that they want at the beginning, if you give them the freedom to try and find it, isn't always going to be successful. Like, that just doesn't work. Oop, and I've got access to repairs. Let's go ahead and pop that.
I'm all ripped up.
But yeah, that's one of the reasons why we really need to start thinking about tabletop games and settings as a conversation, and not just one person telling a story to everybody else. Yeah, they've gotten a lot of new adventures out and about, and even some first-party starter adventures that more recently were released, which look absolutely cool. Oh, actually, how much money do I have? Not quite that much. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. But yeah, what's the name, like, that massive press just released? It was by Kaitave. Let me go over to massive presses. There we go. Let's take a look. Dustgrave and Solstice Rain. Solstice Rain is the introductory mission, but Dustgrave looks absolutely fascinating to me. Let me just read the description here real quick. The IPS-in mining world of Havelberg was struck by a disaster 10 years ago, an orbital mining catastrophe of epic proportions that left the planet drowning in never-ending dust storms. Those that survived the calamity retreated into underground habitats, while the surface was slowly swallowed by dust, turning entire cities into the hollowed shells, known as dust graves. Havelberg was meant to be nothing more than a quick stop, a place to wait for the Dynast's embrace to take you to your next destination. With Emily, the Embrace's navigational NHP, abducted, however, the ship is not going anywhere. Pursuing her will fling you into a series of events that will not only test your ability to pilot a mech, but also your investigative skills. Gangs occupying the dust-choked surface, mysterious Black Ops teams, and much more sinister foes are lurking in the abandoned surface levels of Port Conroy, Havelberg's planetary capital. Can you uncover the forces behind Emily's abduction as you're drawn deeper into the dust grave? It's got structured mission modules written in... Okay, so this one was Ralph Ziegler, not Katave. Katave was the other one. Designed much more experienced groups who want to challenge themselves on an adventure in a unique setting. It goes from levels 2 to 4 across 2 missions. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, and even new player options. IPS in Stortebaker. Alt-frame for the Raleigh license. Ooh, I need to take a look at that one. Fast combined arms frame that dynamically reloads its weapons whenever it scores a critical hit. Neat! Ooh, the SSC Viceroy, an alt-frame for the Monarch. The Viceroy represents a smaller, more close-range oriented version of the Monarch. Interesting. No longer a missile boat, I guess. It comes with the powerful ability to treat all of its launcher-type weapons as CQB and deliver a devastating close-range firepower. Ooh! New GMS gear, a cluster of GMS gear focusing on super heavies, including a core bonus and 2 new weapons for the GMS catalog. The Tempest Charge Blade and Hurricane Cluster Projector. I am out of date on all the new player options, but even these smaller adventures have new player options. Exactly, like I didn't realize this one had so many. New exotic gears tailored to Havelberg's unique environment. Neat. New talents, Field Analyst, Prospector, and Iconoclast. I need to pick this up. It was already on my wish list, but I definitely need to pick this up. Very cool. Very, very cool. Ooh, and you can get the LCPs for free still. Neat. Okay. I'm going to start focusing back on this. Okay, let's do some gameplay. I'm not too happy with what I just had to do there, but I really need to start cracking down on what they're able to do with their time, because they are already at 14 properties, and I desperately need them to not get that number 15. Let's go ahead and put you there. I might have to start stealing their properties. No, let's make another battle copter. That feels like the better use of our time here. I also want to play battle group with my players at some point, because being able to do space battles in the Lancer universe and then transfer that to ground battles seems like it could be really fun, like doing a planetary invasion arc sort of a thing, you know? I don't know. That could be a lot of fun to me. Ooh, probably have to stand up and move around again once I finish this turn. Ooh, that took a lot more out of me than I thought it would. Let's go ahead and poke this guy. Maybe he'll do less damage next time around. Yeah, again, that kind of comes down to making sure that the people that you're playing with actually know what they're getting into. You know what I mean? Okay, let's... Ooh, we are making enough money now that we can probably throw out a couple of battle copters a turn. But, like, I have friends who used to do, like, essentially kind of games of Battlefleet Gothic, and then move down to Epic, and then go from Epic into, like, standard 40k, and then into Kill Team. So I think they'd probably bite on that one, you know what I mean? They'd be interested in doing that sort of multi-level story campaign. I have got to move you. How bad off are you? You're not dying, but I definitely want to get you there sooner rather than later. Okay, so that wouldn't be a good investment. Can't make rockets this time around, but can poke this guy down. Map system with a tightening gyre seems mechanically interesting as well as evocative. Yeah, it would also make battles significantly faster, in my opinion. Like I said, haven't gotten to play it yet, but not having to worry about exact specific positioning means that you cut out some of the most long-winded and boring parts of a lot of tabletop strategy games. Okay, let's poke at you again. Ooh, hang on, let's do this. We've gotten part of their area blocked off. Okay, okay. What's our actual income right now? 12,000. Okay. That should still leave enough. Yes. Okay. I do wish that Battle Group was available on more than just the single, like, what's it called? Roll? Online VTT. But I understand why. Like, it was made in with a bit of funding from them, so, you know, it was always going to be a little bit limited at the very least. Oof. Okay. Yep, that sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, actually, let's just see if we can take out what's up on this island right here. Well, here's the thing. When you buy it through them, you do get the PDF free of charge as part of it, but it's tied to that one VTT. They don't support any other VTTs. So you can, and it is a reasonable price. It's only like $25. So it's not bad. It's just a little annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. That's fine. Okay, let's see if I do... Rockets are 15,000. So I'm gonna move you up to there to make sure that it doesn't accidentally get taken. Then I'm gonna end my turn. I should say, Roll has been making a lot of headway in the VTT realm recently. Like, it might actually be a Roll20 killer. We haven't had one of those show up yet, but this might do it. That said, it hasn't reached that point yet. At least not in my experience. It does look better than Roll20 does. I will admit, Roll20 has a weakness in that aesthetics area. Because it was very much built on old technology, and so they haven't really... They've focused on improving how games run, which is honestly what we're looking for anyway in this sort of a situation as it is. But it does kind of look like a website from the 90s, or at least the early 2000s. It's not as bad as some of the other things we've seen in the world, obviously. But, you know, it's also not the prettiest thing. And let's continue taking cities. I like Roll20 because I'm familiar with it, and Foundry is more complicated than I need most of the time. A third alternative that lets me accomplish the basics without the rough edges would be nice. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, Foundry is even older than Roll20 if I recall correctly. Like, it very much started as you purchase this thing on like CD-ROM if I recall correctly, and then connect through the internet to other people, which is cool. It did what desperately needed to be done back in the day, but it's also real old in its design philosophy. So, you know, it doesn't quite fit modern aesthetics and all that sort of stuff. Modern sensibilities, that's the word I was looking for. Modern sensibilities. Alright, we're on the back end of this. I'm gonna go ahead and let me run in place for a couple of seconds. So my voice is gonna change a little bit, because I'm no longer talking through my pop filter. But let's do this. I gotta get up and move around. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to capture that. There we go. Now I'm allowed to sit back down. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Okay, let's take some pot shots at their anti-air so that it's not able to just wipe my helicopters out of the sky. I suppose I can leave you alone for now. And abuse positioning stuff to make sure that they are not going to be able to just come back at me and instantly start wiping my guys out. Because if they have no room to move, they can't move that anti-air unit. I don't think he's got any more air units. Nope. And I didn't allow him to capture an airport, so I'm just gonna do this. Move that plane back there. Just end the turn there. Oh, hey, and that means we're actually going to win this the next turn. Because we've already got 2 of his cities under siege. So, I am going to take my 5 or 6 minute break, whichever it ends up being, after we finish this map. And then we will be back for part 2. Well, part 2 of part 3. You know what I mean. And the next map should be against Sonya, if I've recalled correctly.
By my sword.
What a horribly useless base that was. And my assured victory vanished so quickly. Could it be that that base was in a poor location?
That was fun. Let's keep battling.
Ooh! Ooh! I did not expect that to get an S rank. Very nice, very nice.
I got here a ticket to enlist the commander-in-chief of the Gold Comet, Kanbei, for play outside the campaign mode. Just come on down to Hachi's shop when you're ready to do business.
I love that you can much more clearly tell that it's supposed to be like little pins getting stuck in a map. Oh, Father, you really are impossible. Do you know why you keep losing? I think she has a much more refined voice than I gave her before. It's because you never let me finish giving you strategic advice. We'll admit that your elite forces don't typically lose, but, well, let's just blame the enemy for being too strong this time. This next battle, I'll take command.
Sonia, that is ridiculous. Kanbei will never allow his daughter to be placed in harm's way. Why, if the unthinkable were to happen?
You hush.
You hush. There's something I need to investigate, and for that, I need some first-hand intel.
But
Father, please calm yourself. Okay, how's this? At the first sign of danger, I promise I will retreat. Does that satisfy your concerns?
you must promise to avoid any unnecessary risks. Do you understand me?
Oh, of course, Father. I'll be back. Okay, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and take a short break here. So I will be back in just a few minutes, alright? Let's see. Ooh, I do have my BRB music up and ready to go. So let's go ahead and take the VLC stuff down. And boop. See you soon. Welcome back, weary travelers, to the Come and Go Tavern. I am your hostess, Sheela Unthalis, and we are here today playing more of Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get right back into it. This will be our first map fighting against Sonia. Oh my goodness. Farmer Gata, one of my fellow streamers, is like dealing with a new-ish copy to new to him copy of an old Palladium tabletop game. Let me see if I can. Farmer Gata. Another shout out. There we go. Cool. Copy of like an Adventures on the High Seas Palladium tabletop RPG game. If you don't know who Palladium is as a publisher, you don't understand why that's a whole thing. Palladium are notorious in old school tabletop RPG stuff for being just the nice way I can describe their games is wacky, and not in an intentional way. Definitely give them a look, but not because you want to play it, but just it's important to remember where we've came from and where we've tripped up in the past. But anyway. So yeah, let's take a look at this.
Andy? Sammy? Where is everyone? Wait, who is this? Whose voice is this? I don't know.
You know what? I don't know who I'm gonna make that a voice for later, but probably, I don't know, it'll be somebody.
Andy? Sammy? Where is everybody? I'm at the coordinates you sent. What's with the hide and seek, huh? What the? Are those gold comet troops? Max, you fool, you got yourself surrounded.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna have a short little intro on this one. Okay. Cool. Okay. Oh, this is actually a fairly small map. Okay, let's see what we can do about capturing these. Doesn't look like we have any production stuff, so... Let's go here. Alright. Oop. Yep, there it is. Oh, look at the cows in the background! I hope the cows are okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's everything for this round. Okay, so as I was saying before, Farmer Gata, very cool farmer. He does a lot of Minecraft, he does a lot of Mario stuff. You're CO Max of Orange Star, correct? I'm here to evaluate your combat prowess. Let's continue. And he also does a lot of TTRPGs. Oh, where are you shooting from, you jerk? Okay, that's less than cool, but we'll get it figured out. Oh, okay. Blocked. Good. So you're probably shooting from the rocket's unit, or the rocket location. It's gotta be one of those forests, right? It's either this one, like this group, or somewhere in here. Let's try that. Ah, okay. have range on any of those folks. I probably made some missteps there, but it is what it is. I forget what her ability does.
The intel I need is within reach. Enhanced vision.
Mildly annoyed by that, but hey, that means that that APC is getting hit instead of something else. I'm more annoyed by that. That actually actively annoys me. Okay, I actually need to look up what her... +1 to vision range in Fog of War. HP is hidden to enemies. However, firepower... You may randomly strike with -15 firepower. Okay. Get +2 vision range and can see into woods and reef spaces. Ah, +10 to firepower and defense. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It is actually really cool as an ability that I can't see her HP values, simply because that means that I actually have to kind of remember who I have fought before, you know? Ooh. Hang on, I am actually going to reset this turn, though. Because I just realized how I should have used that infantry unit. That's on me. I haven't get very far, so it is what it is. What I can do here is do my first attack with this recon unit. And then take a crack with this infantry unit. There we go. But yeah, do you see what I mean when I said earlier that I do like the human models in this game, just not their overworld version. Like, they look good, they're just not... The overworld version doesn't really vibe with me for some reason. It doesn't resonate with me. That's the wording I was looking for. Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's pull back and be a little more careful again. Okay, so their rocket unit is probably sitting in that forest right there. And then, of course, they've got some more over on the east side of the map, but we'll deal with those when we get there. Okay, that could have been really bad, but we didn't get destroyed. Excellent. There you are. And even better, we don't have to expose our medium tank if we don't need to. You know what? Just in case they have another rocket there, I'm gonna chill. I don't know why I was feeling paranoid. I just feel like for a second there I was like, maybe they moved some stuff down at the south end of the map, and I should be paying attention to my HQ. Hmm. Okay, we're actually in a fairly safe place. I have a nasty feeling that there is a rocket unit in either that forest, or both, perhaps. We will cross that bridge when we get to it, however. Let's pull you back a little further, get you doing some repairs. Okay. Hmm. Ooh, okay, so I should be able to start whacking you all. Ooh, I don't like the risk I'm about to be forced to make. Let's see. Hmm. feel like I'm being baited. Yep, part of that felt too much like bait for me to actually engage with it. Okay, so yep, you're gonna find that. You're gonna take a crack at this, which I'm not happy about because you're the one that's at full HP. Okay. Okay, let's go
I
ahead.
don't know you, but picking a fight with me was a bad
Yep.
idea.
Indeed it was, Max. Indeed it was.
Max Force!
So let's go ahead and do some serious damage to their tanks. Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness gracious. And here I was all paranoid. Okay, okay. Sometimes you, put your entire shoulder into opening a door only to find it's unlocked. I think I'm gonna leave everything there for now. cheeky little shit. I knew she was going to try that at some point. Oop, there we go. Knew there was one hiding out over here.
I see right through your plans. Enhanced vision.
What is it with the sassy lost child? Exactly. Sonya is one of the better campaign people, though, especially when you get into Dual Strike, because her with Kande makes for some really interesting double turns. Particularly because of the fact that her ability, combined with her father's ability, means you can get a location on enemies and then just really hammer them with Kanbei's overpowered stuff very easily. And let's bring that up from the rear. Okay, that should be that.
No.
Oop, there we go. But she really is a sassy child, isn't she? Well, teenager, but still. Not happy with that hit, but it is what it is. I have a very bad feeling about that corner slot. There's not much I can do about it from where I'm at right now. Okay. I'm out of gas. Okay, those other 2 units don't need to go anywhere. Cute. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of tabletop stuff from Roll20, I just got a message from Roll20 about new stuff. New toolbar and layer system now available to all users. First step in a comprehensive redesign of our flagship, VTT. Ooh, neat. I wonder what that means. Because their layer system's always been pretty okay, but I know that there's been a lot of requests for things like weather layers and things like that that aren't interrupted by other things happening in the world. So here's hoping that they've actually implemented something like that. You know what, let's just go ahead and end this map. And then we can actually take a look at that email. How about that? Oh, let's finish this off real quick. Orange Star CO Max. You have underdeveloped indirect combat skills. You compensate for this shortcoming with a predilection for direct combat. In areas where you're able to attack with multiple units, you're a Titan.
Oh no.
But in tight quarters, you quickly become a target for indirect fire. In future battles, try pulling your foe out into wider terrain. This will give you better results. Your face implies confusion or uncertainty. Are you just the muscle, or is someone else feeding you strategies?
Now hold on a second. Just who are you, little lady?
My name is Sonia. I'm a Gold Comet CO. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I've taken the liberty of separating you from your companions.
Where are my friends? What's going on?
Not, you're all safe. I've lured each of you into your own test. My studies required individual examination of each of you.
I should never have left them alone.
That was interesting.
B, maybe an A. Yeah, my speed wasn't great. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Crash Pandas is a fairly straightforward system. And it's more of a conversation piece anyway, like it's a narrative-based sort of thing. So actual maps for it aren't usually too useful. But, that being said, having something that's very fluffy and just like suggests where locations are and about how far they are from one another might be really useful. Just don't get too bogged down in the nitty-gritty of like, oh, we have to do grid-based or hex-based something, you know?
Hi there, soldier. I got a fresh supply of collectibles in stock. Just come on down to Hatch's shop whenever you're ready to do business.
Ooh, speaking of which, I should actually probably check in over there. Pin, 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 pin.
Honestly, Max, these directions are awful.
How am I supposed to find anyone out here? Max? Max? Where'd that lunkhead go now?
Aha!
You're wasting your breath. Max will not be joining us. You... Sonia! I might have known. Splitting the three of us up. This was all part of your strategy, wasn't it?
Of course.
Brilliant deduction. Max has been dealt with, and I've got Andy secured in a nice, safe place as well. You want your friends back? You just need to defeat me on the battlefield.
Ah.
The first of us to secure 16 properties on this map is the winner. Got it? Fantastic. Ready, set, go.
Hey, wait!
So let's go check out Hachi's shop real quick. Came back, eh? I got everything you need. Okay, you said you had COs. Okay, we can get grit. Yes.
Yes.
And Kande.
Good choice.
Ooh, and we have a whole bunch of music. Wait, we have artwork? Oh, yes. Well, we gotta get Nell. Nell is just too gorgeous. Let's go ahead and...
It's yours. Go and take a bath.
Excuse me? I bathe every day, thank you very much. Looks like you've enlisted your first CO. When you purchase a CO's ticket from Hachi's shop, you'll be able to use that CO outside of campaign mode. Here, this is for you. Nice. I'll be able to upgrade that medal again for you when you've bought all sorts of different things. Happy spending. Let's take a look at the gallery. I wonder what Nell art they actually gave us with that. Music, collectibles. Ooh, that would be a really nice desktop. Ooh, I wonder if they make those as desktops. They've got to, right? Right? Okay, let's check back in on the campaign. Oh, and I said I was gonna read something off because we just got an update from Roll20. First step in a comprehensive redesign of our flagship VTT, and users are able to give, users are invited to give feedback on every step. Know exactly which layer you're on with the new layer system, scope out new design components that will influence the rest of the VTT redesign, provide feedback so we can learn from your comments. Updates to the virtual tabletop are led by our expert UX and UI designers and product team, and we're redesigning the VTT based on our research and your feedback. We won't remove the opt-in until we reach specific levels of adoption. So trust us when we say that we want to get this right. Neat. I wonder if that means they're actually working on an app again, because let's just say their first attempt at a Roll20 app was not greatly functional. Let's do... Okay, nope, I don't need to look at that. Sorry, now I've been distracted by my email. Okay. Closing that up. There we go. Okay. Let's go back to Sammy Marches On. And again, that shift in music is just... it's beautiful.
Oh, this is just perfect. Set up by that little brat again.
Of course there would be Fog of War. That's Sonia's forte. Well, looks like I have to cross the water here, so we need to protect our landers. I've got 0 chance of victory if we can't transport our troops. Let's use those reefs for cover as we go. I think that Sonia's forgotten that I'm an infantry troop specialist. If we need to capture properties to win this challenge, then I'm just the right soldier for the job. Get ready, Sonia. I'm coming for you. Please, please don't. Sonia's underage. Okay, let's... Okay, let's do this. Yeah, let's put the cruiser there. Ooh, and we do have ports, which means that we can actively use our submarines. We don't need to be cheeky with them, if you know what I mean. Let's drop you there, and you there. I see you over there, tank. Okay, landers are 12,000. Let's do that, and let's make another recon. How about that?
If it is Miss Sonia. Did my research and I'm back again, just like you asked.
Grit.
The mystery deepens.
Well, not much. One thing I know for sure is, this mystery fella been supplying Blue Moon with funds the likes of which we ain't never seen before. Seems like he sweet-talked Olaf with all the right words to boot. Old bearded one thought he'd be visited by divinity. But I say it's more like a demon.
I see.
Anyhow, our mystery foe seems to have tossed Olaf aside on account of failing to stop Orange Star.
Olaf ain't such a bad guy, you know?
Maybe he'll realize that he's been used and come to his senses. That'd be nice. Let's move on to something else for now, Sonia. Don't you think you're taking things here a tad too far? There's a whole mess of folks after you, darling. All of Orange Star, in fact.
Really, Grip? I don't think that I've done enough. This is invaluable intel that I'm gathering. It would be irresponsible to stop now.
Well, if you're that determined, I guess I ain't got nothing more to say on the matter. I'll go see what else I can find out.
Yes, please do. Thank you, Grit. Ooh. Excellent. I have just the range for this. Nice. As much as I want that port, it's not actually as important as the city, weirdly enough. Yes. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Let's see if we can draw that down again. I have to assume there's other stuff on this island, right? Like, there's no way there would only be a single thing here. Let's do a tank and an infantry. How about that? There you are. And let's not drop that infantry unit this turn. How about that? Okay, I've only got 9,000 funds incoming every day. So I can't go ham on building units right now. We have to assume that every unit over here is her. Oh, wait. We actually do have a count on. So she's got 12 properties right now. Alright. We're gonna need tanks to the south. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Just we'll get a second tank down south, and that's mostly what I'm trying to do with this. Oh, that's a problem.
Oh, Sammy.
Actually, maybe not. We'll find out.
Enhanced vision.
Might bring her out for some stuff. I'm mostly afraid for my rocket unit over there. Am I audible right? Yes, I am. Okay, good. Okay. So it's got to be in one of those two dark forests. Mm-hmm. There we go. Ooh. Good to know. Good to know. Which fuel are you at? You're at 38, so I'm going to bring you back. Have you fuel up. There you go. There you are. Ooh, so close, so close. Can't quite do that yet. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a tank down here. And another infantry unit, and we'll get going. Yep, and then they're going to poke at my recon unit, and that's fine. I'm not happy with it, but it is a thing. It is what it is. Interesting. Are you sitting in that port? Rude.
You've gone too far this time, Sonia.
So Sammy's power mostly improves the movement range of her infantry units, as well as improving their firepower, and gives everyone a general firepower increase. So let's drop you there, and drop you there. I probably should have done that the other way around, but this is fine. Can't reach there, but that's fine. We'll just take a crack at you here. I don't remember how much HP it has left, but I'm pretty sure I did some heavy damage to it. Yep, there we are. Okay, so let's go ahead and start doing this capture. Okay, so you're not sitting in the port. Then where are you? Trapped. That's unfortunate. Okay, so that battleship is probably somewhere up in this zone. I don't think it's likely to be in their reef, but it might be sitting in that port. Well, hang on. What is the battleship's range? 2 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it can't be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't be there. So it has to be there or in any of these three spaces. Which is unfortunate because now it's going to have vision on my cruiser. That's fine. You know what? I'm going to leave the APC. That way we can get a clear idea of exactly where it's at. And let's make another tank. How about that? Mildly annoying, but okay. Am going to need to build a new cruiser, not this coming turn, but the following turn, as a result of this, however. Ooh! Ooh, I don't like that he has medium, or she has medium tanks down there. Ooh, that's not good. And lots of artillery. Goodness gracious. Okay, we're actually in a sort of dangerous situation at this point. Because she can absolutely see our artillery, our battleship right there. And is trying to push for... okay. Crap. So, range in's right there right now. So if it came down 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can hit there. It's just going to be fairly difficult. Okay, I absolutely need to keep reinforcing this area with tanks, unfortunately. Okay, that was you. Not very happy about that. That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit it. Ooh, good. Picked the right one, too. ahead and whack this medium tank. Okay, good, 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 good. Hmm. Here we go. Let's see, what have you got aboard? You've got those. Okay. Hmm. Just in case. And fingers crossed, she's not capturing any additional cities right now. Oh, that's unfortunate.
There's more to combat than power.
Yeah, I know. And now she's gonna get free shots with all that ranged stuff down south. Ooh, and oh shit, she's gonna be able to take down my rocket launcher too. If I get lucky, the AI will bug and go after the APC with that, not cruiser, battleship, but we'll see. Nope, there it goes, there it goes. Dang it! Like, I guess I don't need the rocket launcher anymore because I've taken care of the problem that I was moving it forward to take care of, but it's just annoying to lose such a valuable unit, you know? Ooh, you can jerk right off.
Now it's my turn.
And yes, I am going to stick with that phrasing. This is an 18+ stream, I'm allowed to say shit like that. Ooh, nice. Didn't realize I'd done that much damage to that already. Yeah, now we're getting to the fresh units over here. Holy moly! Nope, I don't need to capture, I need to well, no, I don't need to fire, I need to capture. Now, is that the last? No, that can't be the last shot because I hadn't gotten any warnings about it yet. It was probably second to last. No, I've still got 3 more ammo. Interesting. I love the little torpedoes. Bloop. There's a lander. Here we go. Don't have enough for a new cruiser. I'm gonna drop a new tank there. Oh, there's the battleship. Okay, well, now I know. Should have just enough range. Yep. Need more repairs on you than anything else. Okay. That should do it for this round. Do I want to make another couple of infantry units? May as well, just in case. I'm just gonna go ahead and win this map. How about that? Let's not belabor it. Let's not elongate the session if we don't have to. Wait, was it not first to 15? Oh. Nope. Intel terms. First to 16. Oh. That should still be me, but... There we go. Yeah, let's fire some arty at this. Why not? Nice. That puts them in range for next turn. What have you got aboard? You've got people aboard. Okay. Why not? We'll reinforce over here. Yes, let's build a tank. And we'll end the turn there. Nice. I know I could just finish capturing, but I want to take this guy down because he was such a thorn in my side for the most of the map. There we go.
Impressive.
You're much stronger than I remember you. Back in the academy. Of course. Any good soldier improves over time. But your basic abilities haven't changed at all, have they? In an area with several properties to capture, your skills are admittedly adequate, but you're still poor at managing direct vehicle combat. In direct confrontation, you should move your infantry in to seize the enemy HQ. That's what you're best at, isn't it? Oh, Sonia. Ever since we were classmates, you've always been good at breaking everything down and analyzing it. But what are you doing, Sonia? Why did you attack us? Well, I can't tell you yet, Sammy. For now, it would be better if you looked at this small portable monitor. Well, Sammy doesn't let me touch the good tools, and Max just holds them above my head. That's Andy. What's going on here? I told him I had some new tools for him, and he followed me like a lost puppy. Andy. I left him talking to a recording. He should be almost done by now. I'll see you around. Wait, come back! Oh, dang it! Ugh, she's gone. Poor Andy. Hang on, I'm on my way.
Sonia, you'll pay for this.
Ooh, nice. I didn't think I did that well on that map, but I'll take it.
Look who's here!
There's some new music in stock today. Just come on down to Hachi's shop when you're ready to do business. And then, of course, we have to have an automatic battle against Sonia with Andy. My favorite tool is the wrench, obviously. They have this really great feature. Yes, very interesting. Please tell me more. Really? Well, that's awesome. Sammy and Max never want to listen to me go on and on about tools. They say it puts them to sleep. Oh, you're so funny, Andy. Where did you learn so much about tools? Well, I grew up around tools. My parents fix up old junkers, so me and my sisters learned all the... Oh, of course, of course. What about your friends? Well, Sammy doesn't let me touch the good tools, and Max just holds them above my head. Fascinating. Tell me recording powering down. Huh? Wait, what are you saying? Poor guy.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
Shall we begin our battle now? I'm starting to think you might have been lying about all these new tools. Okay, I think I have enough time for one more match. Sonia's goal. Okay, so heavy fog of war again. Why do we have to battle, Sonia? I thought we were getting along pretty well. That was just a recording of my voice, Andy, to keep you distracted. Now let's begin your test. I'm not so great at tests. Mel says it's my poor attention span. Oh, it's not that kind of test, Andy. Well, I'm not going to share my great facts about wrenches now. Let's do this. Okay, so I don't have any way to make units this time around. I kind of want to take the long way, but at the same time, that feels like it could be inviting danger. You know what I mean? You know, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Specifically because I know I can get to that. Yeah, let's drop you on the beach and you in the forest. Doing a little bit of soft recon with that unit there. Okay.
Show me what you can do.
Here's your last test, Andy. Show me what you can do. Okay, so I don't need to care about that peninsula. And in fact, it might actually do me some harm if I try. That's kind of what that tells me. There is a beachhead up here, though. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Can I get there? I can. I see you, battleship. Okay, can't shoot at helicopters, but I don't know that they don't have anti-helicopter stuff hidden over there. Let's just go ahead and end the turn there. How about that? And that's exactly what I was afraid of. Because that cruiser would have absolutely destroyed my helicopter. Okay, okay, okay. There we go. Let's bring you to right there. Ooh. Ooh, just outside of range. We can take care of that. Nice. And we can bop you on the nose. Ooh, actually, you know what? Let's go on this side since we know this area is safe. There we go. We'll leave you there for now, Lander. Leave you there for now, anti-air.
What a pleasant
Not happy with
surprise.
that. That recon's probably about to die.
Not half bad. Enhanced vision.
Because there's almost certainly something to the northern end of that peninsula, so this is going to be a rough one. That sucks. If I get very lucky, she won't have any other units in that bottom right corner. A bomber? Nonsense. Did I get my power from that? I better have gotten my power from that. I did get my power from that. Good.
I don't know why I'm fighting, but I won't lose.
Good job, Andy.
Hyper repair.
Okay, so we now know that there are rockets. Okay, what's... Rockets range is 3 to 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they could be either there, or maybe there. That's fine. Go ahead and take that down. Okay. Move our lander up. Let's find out where you are. Okay. So as far as this peninsula goes, or those rockets go, they're either there or they're there. Either way, I don't think I need to worry about anything on this side of the field anymore, honestly. Nice. Oop. Okay, I'm gonna end the turn there, and I will be right back. Okay, so no major changes happened last turn, although we did get whacked right here. Not happy about that, but it is what it is. Let's see how badly we're surrounded on this corner. Okay, it's not awful. Hmm. Okay. I don't feel like I need to move that recon unit because we're not in serious danger up north right now. Like, she obviously is moving units, but we're not in serious danger on that peninsula at the moment. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, let's see. I don't want to push this lander north until I know that there's nothing hanging out in here. Plus, we've got rocket units there. Don't want to be too hasty with that. We can move this north one. That feels safe enough. Okay. You know what? Just for the sake of safety, I want to make sure that nothing is happening in the bottom left corner. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and take this down. There we go. Ah, there's a fighter up there. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Ooh, unhappy with that. I've stretched myself a little bit thin. I may have overextended ever so slightly. Ooh, okay. Good to know you can see that. Neato. Yep, there goes that battlecopter. Ooh, there's another tank. Didn't expect to find that there. And that's unfortunate. So that means I'm about to lose a whole lot of vision. Yep, there goes that recon unit. No, may as well continue capturing this. No reason not to at this point. Okay, so we're on the final push at this point. We know they have at least one tank unit up here. I did do something slightly stupid when I moved that medium tank out into the open like that, but I at least am on their city. Okay, that means they either don't have any ranged units, or whatever ranged units they have are like an artillery sitting right there or right there. Interesting. No, let's not. It's tempting, but stupid. I don't want to fully expose my units when I don't have to. Okay, let's use our pathing wisely. There we go. And now their main base is completely unprotected. Whoop. Oh well, gonna lose that submarine. Right? Yep, there goes that. I don't even have to. I'm just doing it for the sake of the thing at this point. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this.
Oh, come on!
It's time for some answers, Sonia. Why have you been attacking us? All will be revealed in due time, Sam. But first, Andy's assessment. My what now? You don't have any weak points.
Oh yeah!
Ooh. A little bit of thunder going on over here. Oh, I knew it! I'm amazing! But you don't have any special strengths either. Huh? However, that in and of itself is your
It's
special
quite
strength.
simple.
You just keep moving, and then you repair the mistakes you make. And if things get rough, Max and Sammy show up to help you out. Of course! That's the key I was missing. Hey, don't you ignore me!
No.
Sammy, very soon you and your friends are going to face a foe of unimaginable ferocity. Please take care of each other and prepare for rough seas ahead.
Huh?
How do you know this? Well, that's not your concern. Nor is it something I can reveal. Just heed my warning. It was good to see you again, Sammy.
What?
Hey, wait! Where are you going? She's gone again. And you know what the worst part of all is? If this is about those tools again, I'm going to thump you. Hey, what did I miss?
I'm gonna find those new tools.
Nice. I will accept that one. I feel like I did pretty darn well on that map, don't you all?
Look who's here!
Well, hi there. I've got a ticket to enlist Sonia for play outside of the campaign mode. Come on down to Hachi's shop. It's the smart thing to do.
Look who's here!
Hey, and there's some new music in stock today, too. Just come on down to Hachi's shop when you're ready to do business. Ooh,
there's like 3 different versions for the next map.
Blow ye wings of the morning, blow ye wings high ho.
Drake, what are you doing all the way out here?
You've got to get into position. Morning there, Eagle. Why is the rush? Wouldn't you rather sit back and bask in the sun a while?
What?
Ask? Are you insane? The OnStar army is on the move. Oh, is that so? Surely you're joking right now. Oh, just having a bit of fun. Be cool, Commander. Be cool, Eagle. Everything's under control. No need to rush. We got everything set up. Now, doesn't the sun feel good? Oh, he's gone. Ah well, I guess I'd better get things underway before Eagle gets his feathers more ruffled. Drake always finds the best ways to sidetrack me. Oh, he didn't need an accent. He's absolutely peerless in naval combat, but sometimes I wonder.
Okay, so we can choose which map we're going to do based on which CO we pick. But for now, let's go ahead and call it here for the day. I'm going to go ahead and bring back up. And then go back over to just chatting. Alrighty then. So, let's see what we are going, or who we are going to raid. Today's game was very good. I enjoyed how far we got. I'm glad to finally be on the Green Earth stuff. I thought I was going to get a chance to change my helmet for this map, or for this match, but I guess for Campaign 1 you don't really jump around all that much. But that's fine. Let's see who's online. Let's see, we've got Skylarka, we've got Captain Hurricane. We haven't gotten to raid Captain Hurricane in a while. Let's go ahead and raid them. Copy over that. Looks like they are working on a model kit, so we'll be heading over there in just a moment. So, thank you very much for stopping by, weary travelers. We would normally be back 2 weeks from today on June 17th, but like I said earlier, I am actually working another gig at that point, so I really wish I could be here for that because it would be my birthday stream. However, we are not going to make it for that. Instead, we will be here on the following Saturday, the 24th. All this construction that's been happening behind me this entire time should be done by then, so keep an eye on our Twitter at Come and Go Tavern for announcements about that and daily check-ins from the Come and Go. Plus, we're going to be announcing some special guests that are going to be joining me for that upcoming stream. I have been your hostess, Sheela Ornthalis, here at the Come and Go Tavern. If you need to prop your feet up for a little while longer, we will be raiding over to Captain Hurricane momentarily. Ta-ta for now. So I need to check my VOD, but I might have heard you flush the toilet.
I'm sorry.
Because you didn't close the door.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was...
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
noises happen.
Don't hear a lot of...
I am aware,
I'm
but this is
sorry.
part of why I try to stop streaming before you come home.
Here I was trying to be good by